All right, good morning. Happy April 17th or whatever it is. This is gonna be the NBA playoffs prediction, basketball update. It's the weekend, the first game of the playoffs start. Later on today, after the play-ins, shout out the Mavs who didn't make it in. Anthony Davis went off. The Grizzlies in there, the Warriors. They playing the Rockets. And Miami Heat. The guard from Baylor went off. He had a great game. But this video is talking about the predictions for the NBA playoffs, and we just talking hoops. We love the hoops. Sidebar: the off the dribble series started. Kyrie is invested. Beasley and Stevenson going at it. I watched the first two episodes. They going crazy. It's like basketball reality TV. It's beautiful. All right, so I got the playoff matchups here. I'm just gonna give my predictions. I got my uncle to the left. He's gonna give his predictions as well. Exciting time. Last set of basketball before the summer. Summertime and get draft for us. So I'm excited about the matchups. So much talent in the league. And yeah, we're gonna chop it up and get to it. First and foremost, so the top seeds, Thunder versus Grizzlies. We'll go matchup by matchup. Thunder versus Grizzlies in the West. The Nuggets and Clippers 4 and 5. It's nice that Ja got in there, but the Thunder, they've been handling business. Shea should get MVP. He's a dog. I got them winning no less than 6 games. They good in this matchup. When they test those veterans, I think it's going to be a little more tricky. Unsure. And then for the Nuggets and Clippers, interesting matchup. I really like the Clippers as a sleeper. I like that James has the range. Kawhi's back. Zubac down low, and then my guy that runs the 2 that could have made the All-Star game is doing well. Nuggets and Clippers. I think I got the Clippers edging out just because they fired their coach. For this one, it's interesting. They got the MVP Jokic. They got the ring experience, but I don't know if they can pull it off. Who you got for the Clippers and Nuggets, on? What you thinking?
So I'm going to agree with you. I think the turmoil and the turbulence in the front office situation at this particular point in time of the season does impact, I think, their ability to get out of the first round. So I would agree.
Okay.
I think the Clippers will be, I predict that to be a 3-1 series, believe it or not.
3, okay, for sure. 4-1 series for sure. Background experience, he was D1. He from the basketball city with it, so he an OG, getting his perspective as well. All right, so for the bottom of the West, these are the good matchups. So we got 3 against 6 to 3 seeded Lakers going against the Timberwolves. Fun matchup, Luka Don in LA, and then we got the Rockets against the Warriors. Again, fun matchup. Here's the analysis. So, me personally, I'll start with the Rockets and Warriors. I've been in Houston for the last 5 years. In that 5 years, I've seen Curry, not the last few games. Curry has cooked the Rockets. I've seen it in person. Like, the Rockets are in his pocket. He has cooked them so many times in his playoff time. Y'all know how Steph do. Jimmy's over there. The Rockets got Ime Udoka at the coaching helm. Been playing really good basketball, really good makeup. They got Van Fleet with championship experience. Rockets and Warriors, I might be a little emotional on here, but I think I got the Warriors taking it in 6 or 7. Chef is not on his way out, but it's like the last few opportunities for him to make a run for a ring. And I'm just gonna go with the experience on this one, just because Steph Curry in the playoffs is definitely one of the best players to ever play. Don't know I think the Rockets will give a good run, but it's definitely gonna be battle tested with the lights on in the playoffs, with them being such a young team. Who you got?
I'm going to disagree with you there.
Okay.
I think youth will prevail. Steph is Steph, right? I mean, Steph is not going to be someone that you cannot call out as that factor. But I really think the youth is going to come into play with the Rockets, and plus they're hungry right now.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
You know, the addition of Jimmy Butler, you know, I know people were questioning that. Again, they've established, I think, their rhythm, but I don't think it's going to be enough to take the Rockets. I think the Rockets have a good foundation on which they built from, and if you look at a relatively short amount of time, but I'm going to disagree. I'm going to take the Rockets on that one.
That's tough, huh? That's tough. How many games?
That might go the distance. That might go the distance. Because again, Steph is hopefully, right, Steph does not get hurt. I mean, I know that's something that has plagued him over the years, right, but not playoff time. But, you know, you're asking him to produce more. Well, I think there's more pressure put on him now, right? I mean, the Warriors, you know, they're okay. But I think the youth for the Rockets will prevail. And, you know, hopefully Steph does not get hurt in this series.
Right.
But I think this has the potential of going the distance. Now, you got the Butler factor. He can
Playoff
step
Jimmy.
up. Yeah. So, you know, but I think it's going to go the distance, but I got the Rockets.
You'll put money on the Rockets?
I would put money on the Rockets.
Okay, respect. I think I might be going with a little emotion, but I can respect that. And then Lakers and Timberwolves, who you got? 3-6 matchup.
Old man time. I got the Lakers.
The reverse.
You know, when we look at the trade, you know, people are going to formulate their own opinions, but even if Dallas did make the playoffs, right, I think the Lakers got the better end of the trade. You know, they seem to have, again, it shocked the world, right? It's like, whoa, what kind of trade? But I think the Lakers benefited from that, and I think, you know, where LeBron is in his career, you know, again, long in the tooth, but what more would you not want to go out on top? And I think you will probably see LeBron play harder. I know, you know, he doesn't have the minutes, but I can see him saying, play me, or wanting to play as long as he can. And I got the Lakers over the Timberwolves.
Okay.
Over the Timberwolves, excuse me.
I got something for you after we go over this. That's intriguing. And yeah, I got the Lakers in there too. I'm excited to watch Ant-Man. I think he lost some pieces last year. But I'm excited to watch the series. Low key, I think the Thunder don't want to see Luka as well further down the line because he's had them in his pocket as well. But solid. That's what we got coming off the West. All right, we're going to go to the East. This probably will be a little quicker because y'all know the East is, a little sister to the West. But we got the Cavs and the Heat, first versus number 1 seed versus 8th seed. Pacers versus Bucks, 4 and 5. Knicks versus Pistons, intriguing. And then Celtics and Magic. It's crazy the Celtics are number 2. I'm going to speak about that later. We probably go through these first two quick. Cavs and Heat, who you got?
Cavs.
Yeah, Cavs, they're going to handle business. I didn't realize Tyler Hero was 25 and Bam is 27, so they got it's a good experience for them. Next year, they can keep leveling up. They are great players to watch. Miami Beach, baby. But the Cavs going to spank them, I think. They've been balling all year. Celtics versus Magic, who you got? Or how many games?
So I think Celtics, right? But I think Magic's going to give them a run, right?
Right.
I view the Magic as two. Don't.
I gotta quote you. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube.
Don't thrash me, but
Okay.
putting it in perspective, what Houston is to the West, the Magic is to the East. They
Okay.
just don't have the same level of talent, but they are young, they are hungry. I think they're going to give Boston a fight, but I got Boston. But I view that Orlando is another upcoming team, much like the Houston, but they come out of the East. Houston was out of the West.
Yeah, no, they definitely got pieces down there. I haven't watched them all year. I know every superstar dropped 50 on them, but yeah, it'd be nice to watch a game, see them go against the Celtics, the defending champs. See that young talent because I like Banchero, Cole Anthony. They do got a nice, solid young group, even the foreign fellas. And this the bangers of the matchups. We got a little bit of New York influence on the pod, and then the Pacers and Bucks. So I'll start off with the Pacers and Bucks. Dame Dollar is supposed to be coming back from the blood clot. They got Kevin Porter Jr. at the Bucks. They got the Kuzma over there. They got a big roster. The Pacers, Halliburton, they have their higher seed, won more games. Giannis, but Indiana, they small market. I'm sure they hungry. Who you got in the Pacers and Bucks?
Short and sweet Bucks.
Okay. Dang. Okay. 5 or 6 games.
5.
5. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking. I hope Dame Dollar, top 75 player all time. I hope he gets this opportunity. Them winning, they got a matchup with the Cavs next round. That should be very interesting. The vets versus Donovan Mitchell, Garland, the bigs down low, the youth against the vets that won the ship and that are hungry. I'm curious to see the matchup after that. But yeah, I think I got the Bucks too. Hopefully the Pacers give a good run. They do got some young talent on there. And probably the most intriguing matchup that any team can win, I'm going to give a little story backline. The Villanova Knicks, the New York City Knicks with Brunson at the helm, Mikal Bridges added on. And then the surging, giving the 90, what was Isaiah Thomas and them? Giving the bad boys Pistons vibes, 6-seeded Pistons back from the bottom with Cade Cunningham at the realm. And they fight. They like to fight. They done fought a lot this last month. Who you got in the Knicks and Pistons? How many games? Who's going to show up, show out? Who has the most to prove? And who you got proven in this series?
So I'm a little shook on this series.
Shook.
Again, I'm biased. Of course. I'm predicting the Knicks. But
from Brooklyn. Brooklyn Park.
You finish?
I finished. What's up?
The Detroit is an enigma. Who's going to show up, right?
Valid.
And that's why I said I'm a little shook on this one, but I'm going to go with the Knicks. But if there would be, if you want to consider an upset, that would be the one I would say possibly would be that one that people may not see it coming, but if it happens, I would not be surprised. Again,
Okay.
They're just an enigma. Who's going to show up for the Pistons? And also when you look at the Knicks roster, I mean, they did do some tinkering, right?
Mm-hmm.
They fared better last year, right? But again, this is the nucleus for the most part has changed,
Mm-hmm.
right? But the addition of Anthony Towns, I think it was a good
Oh,
addition.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Right,
Yeah,
but
yeah, that's...
Again, you still have tinkered, right? So
Yeah.
They
Tinkered.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I'm gonna go out on them with the Knicks, but that's my watch list item, right?
For
how
sure.
that team, how that series is gonna play out.
7 games, 6 games, what you got? First round matchup too. That's a good
I
point.
think that's gonna go the full distance.
Yeah, we're gonna show up.
Yeah.
I can agree with that because the Pistons roster, they got Tobias Harris, they got Timothy Hardaway Jr., they got hungry guys. Cade been balling out all season. They got the big down low that want to fight everybody. They can definitely put up a fight. They got the length, and I think the veteran presence of them guys wanting to still compete. They have a chip on their shoulder, so I agree. It's going to be a fight. I think New York lost a little bit with DiVincenzo, that shooting on the perimeter. They for sure got bodies. But I know Cat is from New Jersey. He playing right next to his hometown. You know, Brunson been putting on. Yeah, I think that's definitely gonna be a fun series to watch to go 7. Bet. All right, that's.
So let me ask you this question.
What's up?
What would be the one game you would say coming out of round 1 that what series would you say people should be tuning into?
Oh,
what would be your pick?
That's a good question. It's a lot of fire ones, depending on what they into. I think that the top dogs are going to handle business. What's intriguing to me? I mean, for entertainment, for sure, you're gonna watch Crazy Ant-Man get not cooked, but get amazed by that star power in LA. Out of all the matchups, though, for me personally, I think I might just do it for me personally. The one we just mentioned, but I would like to see, I'm really intrigued by because I got the Lakers taking the Timberwolves. It's either the Warriors and Rockets with that history between them, the youth versus the last show for the vets, playoff Jimmy's, star stuff. But for me, it's going to be the Nuggets and Clippers. I really like the Clippers makeup when Kawhi was out. I'm losing his name right now, a 2-guard. I love his game. For him to average 23 when Kawhi's out, they got the scores in place. James gets to play his game. They got Zubac down low. I even like Bogdanovich off the bench. They are playing their role, but Kawhi, 3 rings to 3 different teams playing against Jokic, Mr. Triple-Double, probably one of the best players of all time now. That could win MVP. They got their championship experience. That one's going to be the most intriguing for me because I know the Nuggets don't want to go out without a fight, and the Clippers kind of got to show and prove. And I like star power. I like James, this being one of his last few shots for a ship. With his age and his talent, and then like the makeup of how the team has did this far. For me, the Nuggets and Clippers is the most intriguing one for me for this first series, just personally. What you got? That's just for me personally.
So the most intriguing for me for this round would be Celtics and the Magic.
He's different. Okay, why so? He's so different.
Well,
he's a Seahawks fan, for God's sake.
Are you finished?
I am. I'm not, but
the Magic has a lot to prove. Celtics this year is not the number 1 slot. They got something to prove. I'm quite sure they feel they should be number 1, but your record indicates otherwise. So I think that's for me, that would be the one I would definitely say, hey, I want to watch that series. So if you're out on a date, we all track scores in games. Which one would you not care to watch?
Oh my gosh. Jaws must see TV.
Yeah, but you ain't pick them.
Yeah. Dang, out of all the matchups.
I'll say you. Packers and Pacers and Bucks.
Dang, that's tough. I was gonna say Cavs Heat, but yeah, I guess so.
I can wait to the end of that series to see who comes out. I'm not rushing home.
He going in on Milwaukee. He's saying y'all play boring basketball, Milwaukee. That's what he's saying. I can agree a little bit. I mean, Giannis gonna go go
Pacers
direct.
are boring too. They don't have.
They don't.
Yeah, but they get the job done.
And
but I'm not rushing home to watch that game.
I agree. Yeah, I was gonna say the Cavs Heat, but nah, they got star power, and they actually I like what they both got really good makeups. Yeah, you're right. The Pacers and Bucks. Yeah, we catch them on the next round.
Not right. Just an opinion.
Just an opinion. Not right, just an opinion. If I have anybody from Indiana or Milwaukee watching this, no shade.
No, he said
I think the
that.
next matchup gonna be
that.
live though. The next matchup gonna be live. That winner of that series against the Cavs, I think that's gonna be a good one. And then this, to end it off, this the very, before the playoffs start. We did this before the playoffs start. The hoorah. Who you got come? If you want me to go first, let me know.
What?
Who you got coming off the West? Who you got coming off the East in the 2025 NBA playoffs? Who you got taking it all the way to the championship? If you need a second, I can go first. I might need a second too, but who you got going to the ship out the East, out the West? Star power, the drama of the NBA.
I got the Rockets coming out the West. I got the Cavs coming out the East. I think the Cavs can do it.
So Rockets and Cavs.
And if both of those teams hit the finals, I'm playing lotto. So yeah.
You might have to, because they ain't neither of my picks, but okay. The Rockets going to take it all the way this year from the West.
You say who's going to be the finals?
Yep, and you say the Rockets in the West.
Rockets in the West, Cleveland in the East.
Give me a little more before I give my picks. Why you got the Rockets taking over the Thunder, the Lakers, the Nuggets, the Clippers, the Warriors? Why so? Why the Rockets?
I know, again, people will probably be like, what the hell is he talking about? But I'm going to use the Rockets' inexperience to carry them through. They're going to have to figure things out. They're going to have to make adjustments. That team can step up. And when you look at outside of, I'll say the Thunder, you can even say the Grizzlies. I mean, each of those teams have veterans who've been there before. When you look at their rosters, Houston's the one team that probably, and I don't know how deep they are on the bench, but don't have any major impact players that have gone through this, right? So I
Except
think
Van Fleet. Van Fleet won with
Okay,
the that's
with
it.
Toronto, right?
Yep, just as a guard.
But
yeah.
when you look at that, I think that may serve to their advantage this year. Again, the NBA is changing, right? I mean,
Right,
it's
yeah.
Not only is it changing, but you have the turnover of the guards, right? These veterans, these guys who have been in the NBA, who are established, they're on their way out, right? It's like when you watch the videos and Jordan stepped to Magic, and he stepped to Magic and
Larry
said, "There's a new sheriff in town," right?
Yeah.
That's on an individual basis. But guess
Yeah.
what? I'm looking at this from a team perspective.
Yeah, he may definitely got them boys, the men. They the second seed.
Yeah, I really think they're gonna figure it out. They're gonna go deep, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Respect. Low key, they got a heck of a bracket. They got to get through the Warriors, then the Lakers or Timberwolves. So if they make it, yeah, they for sure gonna be battle tested. And they is second seed in the West. Sidebar too, I mean Jalen Green, I learned this last week. He played all 82 games. I think that's a great measure of experience just in the regular season. Big opportunity for him and them as a team. But for sure, who I got coming out the play, it's a little crazy. I think the NBA, how the NBA does, is going to have a little finesse in it. But I got the Celtics. They battle tested. I think they was a little bored with the regular season, but Tatum, Brown, Horford, Drew Holiday. I got the championship experience reigning through all the way through. Plus them guys is 6-7+ or whatever. I got the Celtics going, even though they shoot a lot of threes. Could be somewhat boring, but I got them making it all the way in the East. I think they're going to get tested, but I got them making it. In the West, it's the most intriguing one for me. I'm curious to see these next matchups, but I don't know why. I like the Thunder. I think it's going to be tough for them, playoff experience. I saw them kind of, they couldn't finish it when they played last year against the Luka Don and Kyrie. But if the Lakers have a good down-low presence with their defensive players, I think I got the I got the Lakers going to the ship, or and this probably made more so a fun choice if they don't go. I'm going with the Clippers. If Kawhi can be healthy, if they gel and mesh, I think they
You got the Clippers out the West, and who do you have out the? Boston.
I got Boston for real, and then the Lakers for real, out the West. But I think the Clippers can, as a surprising pick. I'm a little curious to see how the Clippers do with James being a dog that he is. 34, Kawhi at the helm. They got Zubac down low. They got other pieces that look to score. I think they can get a good run, and they can shake some things up. That's up to them. But I really got the Lakers in there. Luka Magic, LeBron James, Austin Reeves. Yeah, I got the Lakers taking it because the level of experience and the level of dog with Luka and LeBron, and then the one, LeBron, this is probably his last opportunities with that's Luka at the helm, and not just Luka, but the guard from the Heat, the other guys, my man from Houston. I'm having losing their names because it's on camera, but I think they hungry, and it's a time that they can do it, especially because Shea and the Thunder, the best team during the regular season, that playoffs is different, and I think that experience is going to kind of take over. Yeah, I got the Thunder in getting to the ship next year, but that's what I got. I got the Lakers for real, and the Celtics for the magical, like 80s type historical championship, like Magic and Larry. That's what I got.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Should be a good season.
Yep. Unlike
good playoff season.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Shout out UH and the Florida Gators. That was fun. Now we with the pros. Let the ball games, the NBA playoffs begin. If y'all got any share outs, contributions, go ahead and put in the comments. Glad I got this off. Me and Unc for joining me. Got this off before the playoffs started. We see how it go. We'll be here till June, whatever. Basketball continues. Y'all be safe, be strong, be blessed, and tap in the comments. Let's see what it's about. Logging off. Anything you gotta say, Unc?
Thanks.
For sure. You gotta be smooth.
Enjoy the time.
Yes, sir.